Honor, redemption, and a war between two worlds, this is how The Last Samurai changed Hollywood forever. It was the film that united East and West, the story of a fallen soldier who found honor in a land not his own. When The Last Samurai hit theaters in 2003, audiences didn't just see an action movie, they witnessed a cultural event. Set in 19th century Japan, the film followed Tom Cruise as Captain Nathan Algren, a disillusioned American soldier who becomes entangled in the final days of the samurai era. Directed by Edward Zwick, it was a sweeping, emotional masterpiece filled with sword duels, spiritual rebirth, and breathtaking cinematography that made critics and fans alike bow in respect. It earned 4 Oscar nominations, worldwide acclaim, and introduced millions to Japan's cinematic artistry. But 2 decades later, what became of the warriors, the legends, and the faces behind this epic? Some found peace, others reinvented themselves, and a few shocked the world with the turns their lives would take. This is The Last Samurai, 2003, versus now, 2025. Let's start with the warrior who brought Hollywood to the East, Tom Cruise, who played Captain Nathan Algren. By 2003, Cruise wasn't just a movie star. He was the movie star. Fresh off hits like Mission Impossible 2 and Vanilla Sky, he was at the peak of his fame, known for his intensity, perfectionism, and almost superhuman work ethic. But The Last Samurai was different. Quieter, more spiritual, and deeply emotional. As Algren, Cruise showed a depth that surprised even his critics. He trained for nearly a year in swordsmanship, horse riding, and Japanese culture to honor the story, and the result was one of his most acclaimed performances. Fans saw not just an action hero, but an actor capable of humility and grace. In the years that followed, Cruise returned to adrenaline-fueled dominance, redefining his career with the Mission Impossible franchise, Edge of Tomorrow, and Top Gun: Maverick, which became a billion-dollar blockbuster. By 2025, he's still unstoppable, defying age, gravity, and expectations at 63. Love him or question him, Tom Cruise remains one of Hollywood's last true movie stars, a man whose career is as relentless as his spirit. Now let's talk about the heart of the film, Ken Watanabe, who played Katsumoto, the stoic samurai leader torn between honor and extinction. In 2003, Watanabe was already an acclaimed actor in Japan, but The Last Samurai made him a global icon. His commanding presence and quiet dignity earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor and a permanent place in Hollywood's memory. Watanabe's performance brought authenticity and balance to a film that could have easily leaned too Western. He wasn't a side pick, he was the soul of the story. After the film's success, Watanabe's career skyrocketed internationally. He appeared in Batman Begins, Inception, Godzilla, and Memoirs of a Geisha. His blend of strength and vulnerability made him one of the most respected actors of his generation. By 2025, he continues to work in both Japanese and international cinema, starring in prestige dramas and lending his voice to anime and environmental causes. The man who embodied The Last Samurai remains, even today, a symbol of cinematic honor and grace. Next, we have Koyuki Kato, who played Taka, Katsumoto's sister and Algren's quiet love interest. In 2003, Koyuki was already a beloved model and actress in Japan, but her role in The Last Samurai introduced her to a global audience. Her portrayal of Taka, filled with poise, restraint, and strength, was deeply moving, showing that tenderness could coexist with tragedy. After The Last Samurai's success, Koyuki continued her career in Japan, starring in dramas like Always Sunset on 3rd Street and Blood, the Last Vampire. She married actor Kenichi Matsuyama of Death Note fame, and together they've become one of Japan's most admired celebrity couples, rarely in scandal, always in style. By 2025, Koyuki remains a beloved figure, elegant, private, and respected for choosing quality over quantity in her roles. Her performance as Taka still stands as one of the film's most hauntingly beautiful elements. Now let's talk about Hiroyuki Sanada, who played Ujio, the fierce samurai warrior who trains Algren in the way of the sword. In 2003, Sanada was already a legend in Japan, known for his roles in The Twilight Samurai and Ringu, but The Last Samurai introduced him to Hollywood, where his precision, presence, and quiet power instantly stood out. Over the years, Hiroyuki became one of the most in-demand Japanese actors in the worst. From Rush Hour 3 and 47 Ronin to Avengers Endgame and John Wick 4, he's built a resume most action stars can only dream of. By 2025, Sanada is considered the ultimate bridge between East and West, a symbol of respect, discipline, and authenticity in a Hollywood often accused of overlooking Asian talent. Still fierce, still commanding, still a true warrior of cinema. Then there's Timothy Spall, who played Simon Graham, the British translator and witness to the changing tides of history. A veteran of stage and screen, Spall's career was already thriving before The Last Samurai, but the film showcased his ability to balance humor and heart, intellect and empathy. Afterwards, Spall continued to rack up critical acclaim, appearing in Harry Potter as Peter Pettigrew, The King's Speech, and Mr. Turner, which earned him the Best Actor award at Cannes. By 2025, Spall is still one of Britain's most respected actors, known for his quiet brilliance and willingness to disappear into every role he takes on. We can't forget Billy Connolly, who played Sergeant Zebulon Gant, Algren's loyal comrade and comic relief. Already a beloved Scottish comedian, Connolly brought warmth and humanity to the film. His humor and heart balanced the tragedy around him. After The Last Samurai, he continued to act in projects like The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, and Brave. In 2013, he revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis, but in true Connolly fashion, he faced it with courage and laughter. By 2025, he's semi-retired, painting, writing, and living quietly in Florida, still inspiring fans around the world with his wit and resilience. And let's not forget the film's visionary, Edward Zwick, the director who brought it all together. Zwick was no stranger to emotional epics, having helmed Glory and Legends of the Fall. But The Last Samurai was a career-defining masterpiece, blending his love of human conflict with historical scope. Afterward, he directed films like Blood Diamond, Defiance, and Love and Other Drugs, proving his range across genres. By 2025, Zwick continues producing and mentoring younger filmmakers, his storytelling legacy firmly secure. 20 years later, The Last Samurai stands tall as one of the great epics of its time. It bridged cultures, honored history, and gave audiences a story about transformation, not just of one man, but of two worlds colliding. Tom Cruise, the Hollywood powerhouse who found his soul through swordsmanship. Ken Watanabe, the actor who carried Japan's honor into global cinema. Koyuki, the symbol of quiet strength and grace. Hiroyuki Sanada, the warrior who became Hollywood's secret weapon. Timothy Spall, the storyteller who gave history a voice. And Billy Connolly, the heart that reminded us even in war, laughter survives. Together, they created a film that wasn't about East versus West. It was about understanding, redemption, and the beauty of change. Each of their paths tells a different story of honor, resilience, and reinvention. Maybe it's Tom Cruise proving that discipline can outlast fame, Ken Watanabe carrying Japan's spirit across the globe, or Hiroyuki Sanada showing what true longevity looks like. Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more Hollywood Then and Now stories. Because in this industry, the greatest battles aren't fought with swords, they're won with heart.